Welcome to Dark Tower Month. I'm doing something new this month since I'm joined by my partner in crime, Griff.
He just doesn't want to say life partner on air.
Hello! My other half on the Bard and Criff vlog, where we even have a fun podcast up with Criff doing some Dark Tower quizzes and getting really, really dark.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted, and I don't like dead air when we're recording, so I had to come up with something.
Dude, you called out Stephen King!
Yeah, I did. Definitely go watch that.
And also, if you have a Dark Tower quiz somewhere on this planet,
or you know of one that we haven't done yet, send it over. We'll do another batch of them.
That's on the other channel. How this is setting up is we'll be talking analysis of the book while we are doing the recappy bit. So yeah, massive spoilers are massive for the entire franchise this month. Within the Grapefruit, the Crimson King gives his backstory to Child Roland, who he calls cousin, because his father is Arthur Eld, the ancient king of all world. The Crimson King wants to destroy the multiverse so that the race of Prim can take charge again. The race of Prim are basically spider people.
Not just spider people, they're shapeshifters, giants.
Roland tells him to basically stuff it, although this is cutting like 12 pages of dialogue. I know it's not 12 pages, it's like 5, but
still.
So much wordiness. But it's kind of a needed wordiness, like...
Yeah, it gives background and character, what's the word I'm looking for?
Drive, depth, development.
Yeah, it gives the Crimson King, it shows the Crimson King's drive and why he's doing what he's doing.
And I want to say 2 episodes ago, Criff brought up that what would have worked best for this is have the Grapefruit be its own
make
thing.
it its own short story, like a Sheemie's tale, pretty much.
Yeah. Roland tells him to stuff it, basically, and then the Crimson King starts blasting him with force lightning. Unlimited power! In the distance, Sheemie hears Roland's screams of pain. Sheemie gets there before the Crimson King can kill Roland, and blasts him with his own power. In a double page that I legitimately love.
I do too, I just don't like how...
Sheemie's a MacGuffin?
No, like how Star Wars-y it got. Like, you've got the Crimson King bending over his own family, zapping him with force lightning, and then Sheemie just comes up and kind of force pushes him away.
No! So he saves Roland and they teleport out of the Grapefruit. Slowly, Roland opens his eyes, yet Sheemie is nowhere to be seen. Cuthbert is really glad that Roland's alive, though Roland's mostly just wondering why they have to walk back to Gilead. Because a lot happened while he was unconscious. However, Roland barely talks on their way back to Gilead. And for all that went on in the Grapefruit, he still keeps it close to him, and even hides it in his saddlebag when they see Gilead. They were truly thought dead, so when they get there, they get a hero's welcome throughout the city. And Roland hides the Grapefruit from his father, to Cuthbert and Elaine's chagrin, and they know that somewhere along the long road home, they lost their brother, and he ain't coming back. And that's the end of this miniseries. I think I legitimately really liked this miniseries, especially comparing to The Gunslinger Born.
Oh yeah, as compared to The Gunslinger Born, this was way better.
I mean, the story is a 5-part story that does feel connected and fluid for the most part, without feeling too disjointed.
I mean, there's some definite levels of, where it does feel disjointed, like jumping back and forth between
Sheemie, Cuth, and then the Grapefruit. Especially the Cuthbert story, the Cuth and Elaine story with the Grapefruit, really, especially when, here they're fighting wolves and everything, and then you've got 5 pages of, and then we talk.
For hours.
Forever.
But, what I like about the end there is it kind of leaves it on a, you can't tell if Roland's turning into the way Rhea was with the Grapefruit.
Or if he's...
Like, it's slowly just taking him and he refuses to give it up to the point of risking his own life like she did. Or if he just doesn't trust enough to give it up because of what happened to him.
Right, I actually liked in this, and we see it later on in the next one. Tomorrow, we'll move into the miniseries Treachery, and we'll be able to really talk about Roland's addiction. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye!